This is the second part of the tutorial on how to play Tout Le Monde by Megadeath, and this time I'm just going to show you the riff that's played during the chorus. It's sort of descending riff that's played during the chorus, and the solo. So the descending riff is like it's a D shape chord from up here. So this D shape chord up here on starting on the the 9th fret, and you're just going down 3. So you go down them all. And then you change into so your first finger's on the 9th fret of the G string, your second finger's on the 9th fret of the high E string, your third finger's on the 10th fret of the B string, and the rhythm is like that. And that's the same rhythm for all of them. The next one is first finger on the 7th fret of the high E string, second finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and third finger on the 9th fret of the B string, the same rhythm. Then you just move your second finger down one to the 8th fret. Then you move your second finger down another one and bar on the 6th fret of the B and high E. And then what you're doing is this first finger on the 4th fret of the high E, second finger on the 5th fret of the B, third finger on the 6th fret of the G, same rhythm. And then that same form where your second finger, only your second finger's on the 4th fret of the G, and then you're barring the 3rd fret of the B and the high E with your first finger. And now what you're doing is you're putting your first finger, so it ends in a chord, you put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and you play the A, D and G strings. It's the same as doing a power chord on the 5th fret of the A. Well, it sounds a bit better doing it there. Okay, the solo is, I can't remember which version of the song this solo is for that I have, but you slide on the G string down to the 10th fret, and then you play the 9th fret of the B string, back to the 10th fret of the G string, down to the 8th fret. So 10th fret G, 9th fret B, 10th fret G, 8th fret G, 10th fret G. Then what you do is you get your second finger, what I do is get my second finger, put it on the 8th fret of the D, then slide it to the 10th. So that first wee bit goes like this. Okay, and then from there you slide back down from the 10th to the 8th on the D. Then you play the 6th. So you slide down to back down from the 10th to the 8th. Play the 6th. Then the 8th again. Then the 5th on the G. 8th on the D. So back to the 8, 6, 8 on the D, then 5, 5 on the G, then 8 on the A, 6 on the A, so you do that, 8 on the A, 6 on the A, then 6 hammer on 8 on the A. So together that all goes like this. And that rhythm there. And then from the next bit of it is you slide down from the 6th on the A to the 3rd. So you slide down from the 6th to the 3rd on the A, and then you hammer on to the 4th. Then you bar the 3rd fret on the D and G string and hit that. So you hammer onto the 3rd, then that bar, those 2 notes, and then you slide on the 3rd fret with 3rd fret of the G to the 5th fret and back, and then you hammer on the 1st fret, 1st fret of the D to the 3rd fret. So it's a hammer on from the 1st fret of the D to the 3rd fret, then the 1st fret of the G, 3rd fret of the G, 3rd fret of the D, 1st fret of the G, 3rd fret. Try and get a pinch harmonic on the G notes if you can, and then that just goes like. And then the end of it is you just pull off from the 3rd to the 1st and onto the 3rd to the 1st on the G, 3rd on the D, then you end with 1st on the G, and then you slide up with the 3rd fret of the D to the 15th fret on the D, then play the 13th fret of the G, back and forward like that, and then you bend up using your 1st finger with the G, full step, and then you hit the 15th fret of the B with whatever finger you can. And then you go and you do like a hammer on pull off from the 12th to the 13th, and then slide back down to the 10th. Wait. So you do that, you hammer on pull off, then slide down to the 10th, then you hit the 13th on the D, then the 11th on the D, and then you do a chord using the 10th from the G and the 11th from the D, and then you slide them both up a full step, then back, and this is the last bit. It's sort of like a sweep picking exercise. I don't know if I can do it full speed, but you start off with on the 8th fret of the D, then to the 6th fret of the G, 7th fret of the B, 6th fret of the high E, then you hit the 9th of the high E, then you do that, repeat that, Then you slide from the 9th up to the 11th. Then you take the high, or the 9th or the 8th note in the high A, 9th in the B, 8th in the G, and then 10th on the D, and then go back up it again. But then you end on the 10th note of the high. So that all sounds like this. So the whole solo goes like this. I hope that was helpful and hope you learned. I'm going to make more videos soon. Hopefully you like, comment and subscribe or whatever people do. I'll see you later.